Haynes and Orr turned the tables with huge opening stand. Chris Cook and Shubman Gill both played their way to hundreds for Glamorgan on day 2 in Hove, as the visitors racked up 533 in their first innings for the loss of just 9. Sussex had started with intent, but not without damage. The score 88 for 1 from the first 14 overs. But Glamorgan got off to a great start with the ball, Tom Alsop out-edging behind for 4. Tom Haynes responded, first by pushing Van der Hoogten back down the ground for 4 to bring up the 100, and then sealing a 50 with a single off Hogan, the captain batting in determined fashion early in the day. But Clark went caught behind for 11, a third for Glamorgan. Ibrahim followed, bowled by Harris for 10, with 150 on the board, and Ashraf could offer little resistance, loving one through to Cook for 4. Hudson Prentice lifted one straight back to Patel to leave Sussex 6 down. Charlie Tear and Tom Haynes stopped the rot and had Sussex moving again. The new batter fired Salter away for 4 to move them to 200 and repeated the shot to Patel to bring up the 50 partnership from 67 balls. When they headed off for lunch, Sussex were 315 behind, with just 4 wickets in hand. Haynes and Tear continued to counter-attack, rebuilding the innings, and the approach took the captain to his 100, scored from 150 balls. Tear was raising the bat too soon enough, 50 up from 75 balls, as they ran 3 off Hogan. He would eventually fall LBW to Van der Hoogten for 56. Sussex brought back down to earth with a bump. He shattered, just like Carson's stumps were to the very next ball. Hunt too would go without scoring, LBW to Patel to leave the hosts down to their final wicket, still 280 behind. They'd only had 5 more before the innings was at an end. Curry, LBW to Van der Hoogten, Sussex all out for 258 and 275 in arrears. Tom Haynes had done ever so well to grind out his 100, but he could do little to stop the wickets tumbling around him. Tear and Orr offered some resistance. The other 7 batters added 31 combined. Harris and Van der Hoogten had each taken 3 for 58 and 56 respectively. As they had in the first innings, Sussex came flying out of the starting blocks, the opening partnership attacking anything and everything they could lay their bats on. It took them just 47 balls to reach 50, a confidence-boosting start for the hosts. Orr launched Patel over the leg side for 6 to close in on a half-century, and he brought it up with another maximum, this one bigger than the first. 50 runs had come from just 41 balls for the opener, and Sussex were up to 88 for none at tea, trailing now by 187. And they were just as effective after the break, the partnership responding positively to the pressure enforced by Glamorgan. Up to 100 with a 6 crunched down the ground by Orr. He did it again, this time to Patel, the Sussex opener, racing towards 3 figures. It was a sparkling innings from the 21-year-old, the century sealed of just 82 balls, featuring 9 4s and 5 6s. The Glamorgan lead was dwindling, the pair going at a run a ball and sweeping their way past 200 with ease. Orr with another 6 off Patel. He wouldn't stop, adding 2 more before the end of the over. The intent was there again, but the placement was too, or up to 150 from just 123 balls when he picked up a single. For the second time in the day, Haynes raised the bat, his second 100 in just a few hours sealed as he fired Salter away for 4. Orr's assault never stopped, Sussex leading now, heading towards the end of the day, both men showing sublime touch as they moved the score beyond 300. The punishing day for Glamorgan came to an end with Sussex leading by 37. The score, a quite remarkable 312 for none. Quite the turnaround from Sussex, but you had to feel for the visitors. Glamorgan's promotion hopes virtually ended, thanks to Middlesex's strong showing away at Worcestershire, and their bowlers were torn apart by a rampant, eye-catching and spectacular opening stand from Tom Haynes and Ali Orr.